The Grey Man does whatever a Grey Man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey there, sexy people in YouTube video watching land. All my gorgeous grey maniacs out there. It's the Grey Man here again. Hope you're having a great amazing day. I've got some comics in the post that I wish to show you. Yeah. I've got the first series of Firestorm. Yeah. This is two people sent me these packages today, and it's like a tale of two packages kind of thing. This one was just 5 comics, just stuffed in an envelope with a bubble envelope. No card, no hard card whatsoever to protect it from being creased or folded, or have stuff landed on top of it and putting things out of shape. So fortunately they all got here okay though. But I was really happy with these. I got the whole first series of Firestorm, including this one, the first appearance of Killer Frost, I believe, which I thought would have cost me much more, but I managed to get the whole series for £10. The postage and packaging was a bit high, a bit higher than it needed to be, I thought, but especially as it didn't really even bother with any cardboard or a blinking mailer, but just a blinking bubble envelope. But yeah, I'm not going to complain. It might even be the first Hyena as well, this one, I'm not too sure, it's possible. And possibly even the first multiplex. I think that first one had multiplex in it, was it the second one? Yeah, second one. You're the Man of Steel, help me tackle multiplex the duplicate villain. Sorry kid, you're on your own. I told you that one already, but I think that might be the first multiplex. It's the first Firestorm series, so it could be the first multiplex, the first Killer Frost, and the first Hyena possibly. Anyway, multiplex is back for the last one in the series. I think they were supposed to be the number 6, but this is during the DC explosion and implosion, so I've heard. And I think number 6 was only ever came out in the like a special issue kind of thing. That it wasn't a proper release. It was like I don't know, black and white photocopies or something of just the books that never made it somehow. The lost books of the DC implosion or something. I've seen it on someone's channel. I can't remember what it's called though. But anyway, I've got 5 comics for a tenner plus about £4 postage. Should only be about £2 postage, but that's only a couple of quid, so £1.50 or something more. So I'm not really complaining. I'm not going to bother leaving. I never leave bad feedback. I'm too bloody. I should do sometimes. But and this next one was something I bought from Facebook. Most of these are only £1. Have a guess which one of this lot were the most expensive. Just have a quick guess. So this one is the Fantastic Ford 120, and someone's coloured it in. There's a nice white logo and someone's coloured it nicely in red. It looks alright, but and also they've done a bit of scribbling on the fire around Airwalker and Human Torch. This might be the first Airwalker, I'm not too sure actually, but I don't know, bang up job on that logo actually. It looks better than the plain white logo. There you go. So Fantastic Four 120. Right, 177. These are quite old ones. These got to be 70s. These have. These are only. Oh no, I don't want to. Wait. There's a clue of how much they cost on the actual comic. They're only £1. Only cost me £1 each. These Fantastic Fours, which I thought, even one of them coloured in logo, it's still like wow, it's still good for £1. I'd say so for number 120 of the Fantastic Four. It's pretty old. It's a nice old. Pretty good nick as well, considering. I'm not too keen on the boards though. The boards are kind of very brown on the back, so I think I need to get some new bags and boards maybe on them. Not too sure. It's a funny looking old back. How weird is the colour of that? They were all meant to be. If that was the original colour of it, it just looked very bright, like unusual. Anyway. Look how interesting tiger looks in this one. This looks well different in this one. So again, only £1. Can't complain about that. 181. 233. Bit of a jump. But these are all ones knocked off my list now. 244. Bit of damage along the spine. But this one's probably like I think it was like a $20 book. I looked it out and it only cost me £1. So I'm not worried about a little bit of bad condition because I'm not a top nick collector. If I could get it for £1 and it's in reasonable condition, I'm happy to do that. More than happy. Well, these next two I think were only 50p each. So only 50p for number 350. I think it was 50p. This is £1 on there. I know there was two of them only 50p. Maybe it was these two that were 50p each actually. Oopsie daisy. It says £1 on it, but I'm pretty sure that there's definitely two that were only 50p. So anyway, whatever, 50p or £1, it hardly makes a difference. There you go, number 357. Right, then this next one, guy took it to a con and got it signed by Walter Simonson. Apparently, you can see a signature on there at the bottom that looks like what I've seen him do before, that weird circly dinosaur-looking kind of thing. Not a very good comic for having a signature on. Actually, there's not really any like good place to have done a signature, so it doesn't show up very well. But he sold that for £1, so happy to take that. Of course, there's no what do you call it? No certificate of proof or whatever, but it looks like his signature. That'd do me. Well, this Star Brand number 1. This was actually the most expensive one. All those other ones are only £1 each and 50p. This one he charged me £3 for. £3 for the first Star Brand. It's in pretty good nick. So I've only got about 3 more of those to go, I think. And the last one I got from him is X Factor 15. Again for £1. So yeah, can't argue with that. So nice fat wedge there for less than £20, including the postage, that is. So that's more than happy with that. I've had a bit of eBay buying as well. I've had quite a good bit on eBay. This one fella, I was going to tell you when the comics came with, I might as well try and tell you now. Like, for some reason, because he's not an eBay shop, I've got a big stack of comics off him. I was trying to get combined postage, and it won't. And every time I try to send him a request for combined postage, eBay will say that he doesn't offer it. But as I messaged him, he said, yeah, that's because I'm not a shop, accounting as a shop. eBay won't let me do invoices or something like that. So if you pay the full amount, and I'll reimburse you. And I was like, okay. I was a bit dubious, because I swear he had 100% feedback. I thought, well, he's bound to be all right. It was like 11 comics, and he had like £2 postage on each one. So it was like £22 for 11 comics, and that would cost you about £4 to send them. So I was like, if he doesn't reimburse me, I'm going to be bloody annoyed. And he in fact refunded me more than the actual postage. So it was £22 postage, and he refunded me £25. And he had a couple of batches of New Adventures of Superboy on there, and it had 2 batches of 10, and there was like 5 from one of the batches I needed, and about 3 from the other batches that I needed, and they were working about to £1 each. Like he was selling a batch of 10 for a tenner, and I said to him, "Oh, is there any chance you could put, if these don't sell, can you make them into a batch, the ones that I want?" And he cancelled them both, put a batch of that I wanted at 50p each. He even reduced the price of them. He put them down to 50p each, and he gave free postage. So yeah, I was happy with that. I think it was 7 for £3.50 and free postage, and he's going to put it in with the other comics that I sent from him as well. So I was very happy, and I would definitely be giving him some good feedback for sure. I've also bookmarked his shop or his page, because I may have a look for some more stuff on there at another time. Yeah, sometimes you do that kind of thing. Sometimes you can't help yourself. I've been busy today working on my podcast. I've got 2 podcasts to do. I've got tomorrow's normal show, which happens to be the last show of the month, so it's a themed show. It's on it's my second part of my Alfred Hitchcock themed metal podcast. So I've been looking up loads of songs which has got the same title of Alfred Hitchcock movies, basically, or by bands with the same name as a title of a Hitchcock movie. Some of them are some of them you can't get. Like some of the tricky name movies, you don't always get a good tie-in. So there's like a film called Marnie, and there was no band called Marnie, no song with Marnie in the title. So it happened to be about a woman who embezzled money. So I found a band called Embezzlement, and then a song called Embezzlement. That was it. And I was like, that's close enough. You know, it hasn't got to be perfect. It's just a little device to find new bands, really, to do these theme shows. And to give a bit of information about the movies of Hitchcock. Also, my Patreon show. I do every month. I do an extra themed show for my patrons. All 4 of them. All 4 of my patrons. I'm taking over the world, I tell you. For 4 patrons. It's only taken me 3 years to get 4 patrons. No, it's all right. I have had more, but you know, I've had a few people who've only lasted a few months or whatever. But you know, whatever. Yeah, so the Patreon show this month is all on horror books. So I've got like 6 authors, 5 different books from 6 authors. So I've been searching up bands and songs that the same name as some horror books, basically. So yeah. So if you happen to be a headbanger, I know there's some headbangers in the comic community and you want to support me on Patreon and get extra exclusive shows, then, you know, sign up today for just $1 a month. Anyway, these are some Batman Gotham Knights I've been showing you. Quite tired, but I don't know, I've done my usual trick of having a late night and then waking up early again. So I was watching Scarpad's live stream at about 5 a.m. I think I nodded off actually while I was watching his live stream, and that was the last one of the Gotham Knights. It all ends here. Whew. Anyway, so I fell asleep watching Scarpad's stream and I got up about 9:30. So I had about 4 hours sleep. Then I've been like working on podcasts all day, getting tracks for podcasts, doing my notes for the tomorrow's for the Patreon show podcast. I've still got to do notes for tomorrow's podcast. Anyway, so New 52. This is DC Universe Presents Zero. OMAC, Mr. Terrific, Hawk and Dove, Black Hawks, and Dead Man. DC Universe presents Dead Man. DC Universe presents Dead Man again. More Dead Man. I think this was meant to have been a title with different characters having an arc kind of thing, but it didn't seem to last very long. So it started off with like being Dead Man for a while, then it goes over to Challenges of the Unknown for a short arc, and then it just ended. So I think it was like a DC Comics Presents kind of thing, DC Universe Presents. I think there's only 3 Challenges of the Unknown, and then this title was no more. There you go. So that's all Challenges of the Unknown. Right, then we've got a 2-part of a Batman series called Orphans. So that's part 1. Then on the back, part 2, Batman Orphans. A couple of random ones that I got. Batwoman Zero. I think my comic shop was supposed to give me all the Batwoman run, but I think they forgot and they just gave me like a couple of issues. Quite annoying, just like number 0 and number 7 was all that I got off Batwoman, just on a random kind of thing. So yeah, I don't quite know what happened there. Never mind. 0 and 7 is all that I got of that Batwoman run. And then also, I only got number 14 of the Catwoman run, because it crossed over with Death of the Family. Because the Catwoman, I've got like the 2 or 3 series before of Catwoman, so I would have thought I would have collected that one as well. But for some reason or other, with the crossover into New 52, perhaps messages were lost. Like, for example, I only got number 1 of Batman Incorporated. Grant Morrison. I don't know if that's worth picking up the rest of or trying to. But, yeah, I'm not in a rush to add any new... well, I have done it before. Right, here's Batman Catwoman one-shot Follow the Money by Howard Chaykin. And this was a batch of annoying blinking bags that I got. You see this bag? It's got a defect in it, and the whole batch of them had a defect in it, where they somehow folded over in the production, and left with this stupid bloody defect. Never mind. Right, Batman Hidden Treasures, Bernie Wrightson, Len Wein, Ron Mars, Kevin Nolan. Not too sure what the premise of that one was, I don't remember it. Assuming it's a one shot because I've only got one of them. Right, a little stack of Batman and Robin. From the New 52. Got to think of a small channel to do small. Let's just do Hydra Collectables again, because I've been watching a few of his videos. He does a good little show, Hydra Collectables, where he gets someone from the UK community, and they have a good little chat with them about some of their favourite character, favourite storyline, that kind of thing. And he also made a good video himself recently of his favourite character. Happens to be not superhero related, though it kind of is, because his favourite character is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and obviously there's reflections, there's homages or influences on the superhero community and stuff like the Incredible Hulk and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I wanted to... Oh God. I was going to talk about someone who died today, and I've bloody well left the computer in the other room with the guy's name on it. But he was a designer. He made the I Heart New York logo. This is how this is how organised I am. He also designed the DC logo that came into being in about 1976 and continued to about 2005, something like that. The DC logo that I knew as a kid and all through my collecting, and they suddenly changed it, I think, in 2005, and I was like, what's this? What's this monstrosity? This pathetic looking thing? This is not the DC bullet I know and love. It's silly getting irate over a logo, over an indicia, whatever you want to call it. Oh, there you go. Let me show you. This is the one they changed it to, as you probably know. Actually, this is even later. Actually, there was one in between, wasn't there? See, that's the one that was there for a while. And of course, the best one, the DC Bullet, as it was known. This is the one that was created by this guy who died today, I believe, at the age of 91 years old. He did New York Magazine as well, apparently, and I thought it would be quite cool. Someone posted it on Facebook, that's why I knew about it, and he posted like pictures of all of the first month's comics that had that DC Bullet logo on it, and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought maybe I should collect them. I was thinking of you could collect them and do a video about it or something like that. But I could have done a nice, like, sensible video with a theme, and I could have done a history of it or something like that, and told you all about it, and showed you pictures of all the first comics with the logo on. Too much like hard work. A fair amount of people who would watch it. It's just not worth the effort. But I'd say I couldn't remember the guy's name. I even forgot to bring the computer in here with the guy's details on it, but never mind. I remembered some of it. But anyway, rest in peace, fella. Apparently got paid a lot of money for doing that logo as well. Because on this Facebook group that I was in, somebody else said I designed the logo before that one, and I got paid precisely zero because he was already working for DC at the time, so he didn't get paid anything for doing the logo. Apparently, the guy did that DC Bullet logo, got paid like $100,000 or something like that for designing the logo. I think it was Jeanette Kahn, the editor in chief who came in the 70s. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, that Firestorm. I showed you my Firestorm comics the other day, and I showed you the New 52 run. There's only about 4 more I need to finish off that New 52 run, so I've added them to my to pick up pile. Basically, I've added them to my wish list, my wants list. Might as well try and finish off that run, just for completion's sake. Zombie Moon Rising. Yeah, because doesn't Robin get killed around about this time as well? I'm not even sure what comic it was in that he dies, actually. Was he killed by Joker in Death of the Family? I can't remember. So rather gruesome looking Batman holding up some fake teeth, like clockwork teeth or something. With all blood all over him. He's holding that like it looks like they're his own teeth. Right, Batman and Robin, Death of the Family, number 15, and there was all of the comics that month had this like Joker face, because that was the time when he had his face ripped off or surgically removed. I know it was ripped off or surgically removed by Hush, and he just found it immensely amusing. Ha 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 ha! I've had my face taken off, and you're just like, this is so stupid. This is one of the reasons I was like, and he's sticking his face on upside down with maggots crawling out of it. Yeah, I know he's mad, but come on, he must still feel pain. Yeah, I just thought that was really daft. and then this is the last issue that I ever bought so I stopped. This is obviously, these things were weighing up in my mind, the cost of them, and $2.99 at this point, which is probably like £2.75 or something like that. I don't know, in the UK. I don't know what they were charging us. Probably more, knowing the comic shops. But yeah, I just like, that's enough. Enough's enough. They're costing too much. I haven't got much space to put them in. My shelves were getting all full up. They're not giving me as much enjoyment as they used to. So yeah, I stopped in 2013 collecting comics. Well, anyway, last one I'm going to show you for today. This is a guy, when I used to work in the post office, a customer would occasionally talk about nerdy stuff, because he liked his nerdy stuff, his comic books and all that. And he gifted me this official Batman Bat book. The official Batman Bat book by Joel Eisner, with interviews and stuff of the old Batman TV program. That was pretty decent of him. So he was a nice chap. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to show you for today. I've shown you quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, and go and sub up Hydra Collectables, and somebody enter my contests. You know, there's some prizes, there's some comics going. All you've got to do is shout out me and Matilda's channels on your channel next time you make a video. Leave links in your description. Leave an end screen. Just say, go and sub up Gray. Go and sub up Matilda. Let's get them to 1,500 subs or 500 subs. But yeah, so do that if you feel it, like it. Anyway, I'm out of here. I feel tired. Until next time. May all your news be good news.
Go Go and sub Hydra Collectables. Go and sub Hydra Collectables. Go and sub Hydra Collectables. Sub them up today. Oh, go and sub them up, I say. Go and sub them up, I say. Do it now!